And so, as he began to rehearse what he was going to say to his father, he says, I'm going to go back to my father. My father has a bunch of stuff in his house, and the servants live better than I do now. So I'll just go back, and I'll take a lower position because of the shame, and I am guilty of wasting everything. I'll just take a lower position in the house, and I'll be a slave in my master's house. And this is what many of us do because of the sin and the sins that we've committed. We believe that we should live a lower level of life because of the sins that we have committed, that we have been guilty of. We began to talk about the side effects of guilt. And when he came to the father, saying that he was rehearsing, when he was saying, I'm guilty and I'm no more worthy to be called your son. And the father, I'm just condensing this greatly, the father looks at him and he says, I preached a sermon on this one. He looks at him and he says, son, you can't be a servant because you're a son. You see, because a servant can never be a son, because a son comes by DNA. And a son can never be a servant, because a servant comes because of servitude or hired as a hireling. He comes from the outside. Do you understand? So what ends up happening is we take ourselves out of the family of God because of the guilt of sin and the feeling of shame, and we transpose ourselves to a lower level and says, I'm a sinner. Even after God saved us, he comes into our heart, he washes us clean, we ask God for forgiveness, and then because we know that we did wrong, even though we said, God, forgive me, the devil comes into our minds and says, you ain't worthy to come to church. You need to stay home. You did wrong. You know you don't need to be coming to that church. God don't love you. Just stay home today because you know what you did. Isn't that what he do? But the devil's a lie. Because what he's trying to trick you into thinking is that you're no longer a child. That because of what you did changed the DNA factor of what Jesus did upon the cross. But the fact of the matter is that no matter what you do and what you've done, it can never change what Jesus did. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing you can do can change what Jesus did. You ought to be praising God right there.